Hey everyone, for our first thing for January, I actually want to turn the tables a little bit and talk about dehydrating. So I think when we talk about food preservation, canning, things like that, dehydrating kind of gets slept on. People tend to think about it for like dehydrated oranges and apple chips, and all those things are great and amazing, but there are so many other products that you can dehydrate to put on your shelf. So for example, one thing that I really like to dehydrate are celery pieces. I also do carrots as well, and these are used as my soup bases. That way I don't have to worry about the celery going bad in the fridge if I'm gonna go make stock. And celery doesn't freeze super well because it's such a high water content. So we're gonna take that and use our leftover tomato skins from the sauce that we were making and actually dehydrate these into a powder. To add again into our soups, just for something that we're not wasting or throwing these away. You can still absolutely compost these. There's nothing wrong with that. This is just something that I like to do, and you can tell because my trays are stained orange from doing it so much. All you do is take these skins, leftover seeds and bits and bobs, and lay them thinly on a dehydrating tray. Nice thin sheet. You don't have to worry about the seeds, it's okay. And we're just gonna pop this in the dehydrator. Now, I don't like to run my dehydrator with only a tray, so I'm gonna go ahead and load this up with other things. I'm gonna put some mushrooms in here, some carrots, and just all dehydrate them until they're that nice crunch texture. Another tip too when you're dehydrating is your product is actually going to shrink, not expand, like if we were making cookies. So really make sure to get your pieces close together so that you can put the most on a single tray or the whole dehydrator as possible. And then you'll know things are done by when you try to squish them and they crunch. So those are completely dry. Now, because I have multiple things in here, like the sweet potatoes are gonna take a different time to dehydrate than the tomatoes, than the mushrooms, I'm gonna take these out and let them cool a little bit here before I put them in a jar to store. Just like when you put hot liquid in something or leftover foods and then you put a lid on it, it creates condensation. And I don't want that to happen with all my dehydrated foods. I don't wanna reintroduce moisture in them. And if you were wondering for the tomato skins, when they get like this, I just put them in a spice grinder. And with that, we're done. So just a little bit of inactive time of it just sitting in the dehydrator. I didn't do carrots, instead I did sweet potato bites so the dogs can have SNACKS's. I have some dehydrated mushrooms and then the tomato powder. So thanks everyone for following along, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye everyone.